all right?
We are just fine. We're in the midst of a very strange carnival, a very unusual carnival down here.
I think we're about to embark on the weirdest one yet. But,
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
All kinds of stuff I don't have to tell you has been canceled for perfectly good reasons. I mean, heaven knows that social distancing and carnival don't mix.
Yeah.
So something had to give, but we're doing our best to keep the spirit cooking anyway. We've got Mardi Gras for all y'all. Thanks for helping us with that. Big video presentation so that people anywhere, in town, out of town, can take a look at what ought to be going on here.
Yeah, I love that. I got to tell you, this is so funny because you think like in a moment like this, New Orleanians are so amazing. It's like we rise out of the ashes when things are hitting the fan. It's like, you're telling me Mardi Gras is not going to be happening the way it used to be? Pause. Let me whip it up. And all of a sudden, all the creativity just comes out. I mean, and I was thinking, I was bummed because, of course we want Mardi Gras, but of course we can't have it because of all those reasons. But for all the people who've dreamt of coming, who think, well, you know what? Now I can clickety-clack online. Let me peek. Let me just take a look. I mean, you never know. We may end up having the Mardi Gras after this one is one of the biggest ever, because if you're watching it online and you think to yourself, like, I want to be part of that. How do I get there? You never know. What do you think, Doug?
Oh, what's so great about that is that even if you're somewhere else in the country, somewhere else in the world, and you imagine Mardi Gras, even if it's something that you really want to do, I really want to do that, you probably don't exactly know what you're going to find here. As publicized as that party is, I don't think people really know what to expect, that it goes on for days, that it goes on all over town, that there's all different aspects of it. And I think this is going to be a chance to plug into maybe, a little deeper dive, if you'll forgive the cliche.
I think you're right, because I think a lot of people picture Mardi Gras. I mean, if you were to stop Mary Smith on the street in any town and ask, tell me what Mardi Gras is like, I guarantee you they think it was Bourbon Street and show me something and, that. And, which is a small slice of Mardi Gras. But Mardi Gras is, like, I actually didn't know until I moved to New Orleans. Like, I have like a real love affair with New Orleans. It's a city that I've never loved a place like I love New Orleans. And I didn't know that you could love a city that hard. I just didn't know it was even possible. But there's something about New Orleans that's living and breathing and a heartbeat. And I feel like Mardi Gras is like, it's when everybody gets to be free. It's like you button, you're from Des Moines, your top button's been buttoned for 364 days. And when you come to Mardi Gras, it's like, finally, I'm free. But you don't realize that half of it is just like being a kid and letting it all go. And a lot of it is just family fun. It's like watching generations sit together, watching grandparents tell their grandkids about the Mardi Gras they remember. I just think there's so much cool stuff to it. And you're right. People think it's, kind of a drunky monkey fun day when it really is so much more.
Yeah, it's that too, of course.
Of course.
What's been amazing that I think you'd get that's been astounding to me is, like, we learned in early November that there would be no parades. That wasn't a big surprise. That was, it was necessary. But we learned that in early November. By a little past Thanksgiving, the alternate carnival was in full production. Hundreds of people had decided to decorate their houses. Crews were deciding to try something called a stationary parade. It was just a hoot. It happened. It couldn't have happened faster. It was amazing.
I think it's like, you're not taking this away from us. I think there's something amazing about the spirit of all of us who call New Orleans home. Like, there's something about that. It's like, I have a time that I look forward to every year, and I can't go to my parade. I'm going to make my parade happen on my front steps. I mean, that is brilliant. There is no giving up. There is nothing like that. And let me tell you, I've seen some of these houses blew me away. It's like, I mean, our city is among the most creative, if not the most creative I've ever seen. But to watch these houses pop up one after the next, I posted one on Instagram. People are like, "Where is that? I want to go. Where can I go see that house?" Because there are spectacular ones all over.
Hoda, they're popping up faster than I can type. I can't keep up, and they're brilliant. Exactly as you say. You know what they remind me of?
Huh.
On Mardi Gras morning, you go down to the Marigny, you go to the Bywater and the French Quarter, and you see everybody has made a costume. Sometimes brilliant, sometimes incomprehensible, but everybody's out there, and that's what's going on people's porches this year, and it's fabulous. It's fabulous.
I think that I just like the whole idea. Like, I think what surprised me the most about Mardi Gras when I first arrived was they told us at work that we were going to cover Mardi Gras. And I was like, I worked at WWL. I'm like, cool, what do we do? And they were like, well, get your costume. I was like, oh, okay, we wear costumes. Bill Elder, as you know, is one of the elder statesmen at WWL for many, many years, who passed away. He is a hard driving guy. Like, I was watching people who I never imagined would even think of dressing up, deciding to just do, sometimes he just wore tux, but guys like John Snell, different guy, you watch these guys who are totally serious and you think they can't ever let go. And all of a sudden on Mardi Gras Day, you're watching people go crazy. And I still remember it was me, Len Cannon, and Mike Haas, and we were out on Vets. And I still remember when someone poured me my first screwdriver and I go, what are y'all doing? They were like, oh, it's Mardi Gras. We're at work. And I still remember being totally shocked, but I just fell right into the arms of Mardi Gras. It was one of the best experiences. The first one, they're all great, but you love them all, but that one was extra special.
Absolutely. Screwdrivers in the morning. Yay. What would you be doing on Mardi Gras morning?
Wow. You mean this one? This Mardi Gras?
No, but ordinarily.
Ordinarily.
What would you have been doing?
Well, first of all, I miss New Orleans every single day. So I feel like...
you know what it means to...
This New Orleans. You know what's so weird you're saying that? When I was leaving New Orleans, Sheriff Harry Lee took me to lunch, and he sang that song to me.
Oh.
I was like,
how about that?
I know, I feel it this minute, but.
Yeah. Shogun Restaurant.
Yeah.
And my little kids, back when they were screamers, right? And they would put us in this wonderful family room where you didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
And who was in there but Harry Lee?
Of course.
And he dispatched somebody back to his car to bring us little Harry Lee dolls that he threw at Mardi Gras to give to the kids. Killed me.
Wait a second. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. You're gonna laugh.
Oh, you've got one.
I got a Harry Lee bobblehead on my desk.
That's good.
Is that funny? Crazy? I know, but Mardi Gras normally, and I remember when I first moved to New York, I couldn't believe that the world didn't stop for Mardi Gras because it was such an important day. And we always did stuff on our show. I would always make sure we had beads and played our music and did all the things that we do. But when I was in New Orleans, I mean, Mardi Gras to me was like waking up Christmas morning. I mean, there was something about the excitement, the heart pounding, no matter how many you've been to, they were a blast. You got to see everybody's costumes. You went out and you sat in the, I was usually in the corner and I'd be like, oh my God, look at that. But looking for costumes, watching like tourists come and make a memory that they'd never forget, for good reasons or not, who the heck knows. But it was such a magical time for me. And whenever someone says to me, I've never been to Mardi Gras, I always go, oh my God, bucket list. Like, don't let it go by. Life is a blink.
It's true. Whatever you think it is, it's more than that. It is more than that.
Yes.
For sure. And then we're trying to put an umbrella over some of that with Mardi Gras for all y'all. Everything from the float building to, my goodness, the everything, the costumes, the memories of the parades, all that stuff. We're trying to give you a little taste.
You know what I like about it though? Usually you see, when you go to Mardi Gras, you see one corner of it, wherever you decide to be or stand, or, wherever your spot is. That's how you see Mardi Gras. And it's beautiful. But to be able to have Mardi Gras for all y'all, where you can actually widen the lens and go, wait, that happened? Oh, that's the history. Wait, when did that happen? Who started that? When did that end? And watching what it means to New Orleanians and their families, really, to know that this is something that's been going on for generations, and to see just what it is, as opposed to like, I check into a hotel in the quarter and I step outside and put beads on. Like, it's like a wide angle lens of Mardi Gras. And I feel like it's super cool, because when do we ever get a chance to see it from that vantage point? And I think it'll be like a real history lesson and just a lot of fun for people.
Even when you live here, you can't.
Yeah.
Because my spot, on Mardi Gras morning is somewhere on Royal Street between Franklin and Esplanade, watching the customs. Well, you can't be there and be at Zulu and Rex at the same time. Right. So you can't do it even when you can do it.
I mean, Al Roker's office is right next to me. One of his greatest memories, he tells me this all the time, he and I wrote an Argus together. And he was like, I had no idea. I mean, he had no clue what it was like to ride a float. And Roker, who's done everything, been everywhere, covered everything, traveled the world, had never been to Mardi Gras on a float. And let me tell you something, we still talk about it to this day. And it was years ago that we went. But I just think it's so fun to watch someone experience it. And, there's nothing better. Like, one of the things I love about New Orleans is they want to make sure you're having fun. Do you have fun? You like our food?
Yeah. That's right.
Like, it makes you feel good when they're loving it. And I feel like that's one of the best parts of the city and of Mardi Gras. We want everybody to have fun. Like, please, and I always say, look, if I meet someone who doesn't like New Orleans, which whoever they are, I know I would not be friends with them, because we cannot love the same things. If that city doesn't hit you, then, you're probably not for me.
And admission is free.
Yeah, that too.
Which is
that
too. Oh, Hoda, you mentioned, my goodness, the memory of riding on a parade. I rode in King Arthur last year, 2020, top of the float, fabulous. But listen, my wife and I got to take our grown kids with us. And Hoda, it was like, oh man, I've waited 42 years to do this, right?
Oh man, that's a memory forever.
That's how long I've been in New Orleans, not how long I've been alive, obviously.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, so nice talking to you. Thanks for helping us out with all this.
It's been my pleasure. I can't wait for Tuesday, baby. I'm going to make sure everybody's on it.
Just come down. You always got a front row seat. Come down.
You're the best, Doug. Thank you so much.
Nice talking to you.
All right. Happy Mardi Gras. See you soon.
Tonight's show is made possible through the generous support of our sponsors. Shake that thing.